Man, this computer, it turned on pretty quick today.
I
You know,
see.
usually it'd be like a act of Congress to get it to turn on. You know what I'm saying? Yours popped on quick when I text you. You don't
Yeah.
never have no issues out of it?
Nah, not too much.
Yeah. What's going on?
Nothing, bruh. Just getting through another week.
When you say, man, you got you on your last week of your beard, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna cut it. I'm gonna cut it next week. So I got another week, but I'm saying though, the next time I go to the shop, let me get it cut off. Might go back to a shadow, or I might just do one of your numbers. Clean everything.
Everything, whatever, you know.
Everything.
Because guess
Let it
what?
go from
It'll grow back. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
for sure. That's one thing.
Yeah,
That's one thing we know for sure.
for sure. Bruh, peace to the original people of the creator. Welcome to another edition, Fresh Fire Friday, TY and Reggie. What's going on, bro?
Hey, bro. Just another week, man. Time is moving so fast. Make sure you do what you can do in the time that you have.
There you go. That's your quote for today?
Nah, I got one. I got one. But you can throw that in.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
I like that too, though. Hey, every day is a new day. You know what I'm saying? A new
absolutely.
day to take advantage of a new opportunity. I love it. But
Absolutely.
what we talking about today, man?
Bruh, the topic this week is definitely straight dedicated to you and what you do. I think you one of the first people. I know it's other people that do it, but you one of the first people that had inspired me to take time for me. You know what I'm saying? And I know you always do that. You try to make time for yourself and do things for yourself, which I think we all should do. So when I was trying to come up with the topic for this week, I thought about it, and I know one of your passing of time is going to the movies. So this week, Fresh Five is give me 5 movies or TV shows or TV series that you was looking forward to seeing or coming out and was a disappointment to you once you was able to see them. And that can span, since we always Fresh Five, over the last 5 years. So it doesn't necessarily have to be, this
Yeah.
year,
Oh
within the
yeah.
last 5 years.
Okay.
So the floor is yours.
All right. I'm not gonna put too much into these picks that I made because um two of them are self-explanatory. And I really wanted to you probably gonna laugh at this. I thought about you when I made this pick. We was downtown Charlotte one weekend, all the fellas going to play pool, and we ran into Angela
Oh,
Bassett, and I was about
yeah,
to jump. I was starstruck. You know what I'm saying? I
yeah,
and we done seen a lot of celebrities, but she was one of the celebrities that I was actually starstruck when I seen her, and we didn't even realize it was her. We seen her corny husband downtown Charlotte in July with dressed like it's winter. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
And
It's that corny. His name is Courtney.
Courtney, yeah. And I was ready to run up, I was ready to rush her. You to my nah, man, bro. Hey, let's go, man. Let's go. I'm like, this Angela Bassett. But anyway, I picked 911. That show she in 911. I tried to give it a chance. The first episode, her and her husband was going back and forth. And when I seen the agenda that they was trying to push, I turned it off. I didn't watch it no more. Second one, I tried to give it a chance. Same agenda. Everybody watched it, and I know it was a good show. They hated for it to leave off, but it was Empire. I tried the same exact thing. When I seen Chicago Boy, when he did his
Yeah.
thing, I didn't want to watch it no more. And the last three are gonna be movies. I didn't enjoy them. One of them, the Black Panther, Wakanda 2.
Okay.
The last one that came out. I didn't enjoy it. I didn't like it. I'd see what agenda they was pushing. Black Adam. I didn't like it. I found myself, usually if a movie is good or if I really want to be there, I I'll hold, if I got to use the bathroom, I'll hold it. But this movie, man, I probably got up and walked. Better be glad I wasn't smoking cigarettes or black and mouse. I probably went outside and took a smoke. But I didn't enjoy that. But the last one I picked, we watched this we was at Fort Bliss every Thursday. We used to go to the movies every Thursday. I love Marvel movies. But I found myself, we was watching the movie, then the next thing you know, I think I took like 2 naps watching the movie. It was Logan, the last Wolverine. I didn't enjoy it, but everyone said it was a good movie, but it just had they have too many dead spots in it where they're trying to really tell a story, and you'll lose it. You got to hit me like this, boom, 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 boom. But once you start telling stories that you don't need to be telling, and then when I'm seeing him drunk and everything, man, I just didn't enjoy it. But those are my 5. My 5 was 911, Empire, Black Panther, Black Adam, and Logan. Those are my 5.
Okay. Just to speak on your 5 before I get into mine, I did watch 911 for a while, but it was okay. And I know the agenda that you're speaking on, but it was just too extreme for me. So like the crazy stuff, like I'm just saying, one time one of the dudes had a bolt in his head, stuck in his head. Like it wasn't like normal 911 calls. It was like way out there, and it just started getting crazier and crazier. And I kind of just fell off with it. But I did watch it a little bit in the beginning because of her. You know what I'm saying? And she's an executive producer. Like it's her show.
Okay. So you dropped the jewel. I didn't know that. So she had something to do with the agenda that was being pushed.
Correct. Yeah. She's behind the scene on that. She's getting paid off that more than just acting in front of the camera. And then Empire, I watched that a little bit with wifey for a little bit. And like you said, that got extreme too. Like it didn't start out that way, but it just went left. Like it just was getting weirder and weirder as it went on. And we kind of lost
it. Did you watch it?
I did watch a couple of seasons. I didn't
make it past the first show. I couldn't make it past the first show.
Oh no, I watched some of it. And then on my list, I'm a big comic movie or Marvel, DC, those type of movies. I had on my list too, Black Adam. I just watched it though, maybe either week before last or not when it came on HBO Max. I didn't watch it in the movies, but it just wasn't it. To me, it wasn't it. And I try to support The Rock, man, but he hit and miss because he got a lot of misses that a lot of people don't talk about, but that was a miss to me. So I definitely had that on my list. Another one I had on my list is, well, I'm gonna just go ahead and talk about the comic ones. Thor: Love and Thunder. Terrible, man. That I don't know what they was doing
when he got fat and all that.
And I don't know what doing in that movie, man. I watched it. Again, it was on HBO Max, so it wasn't like I went to the movies to see it. So I was glad even though I paid for HBO Max, but I didn't pay, whatever the cost was in the movie. The third one was Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. I don't know what possessed me. I don't even like Doctor Strange character. You know what I'm saying? But I tried to watch it. I think it was just, I was sitting here on one of these days off and it wasn't it. That wasn't it for me neither. Now this one probably might shock a lot of people, but my fourth one is the Batman with Robert Pattinson, the dude from Twilight, the little slim, the little vampire kid. It wasn't it. I didn't like it.
I didn't see it.
The last one, it came out this past year. was the
Yeah, I don't think
Batman.
I know I didn't see it. And I'm not really a DC comic
Oh, okay.
fan either. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
see,
But I
I like
wish
them
I would
both.
have saw it.
Yeah, it wasn't it. It had Lisa Bonet daughter in it. She was playing Catwoman or Batwoman.
Okay.
Catwoman. Catwoman. But yeah, I didn't like it. And you know, those Batmans, they hold a lot of weight, but that particular one, to me, I didn't like it. They try to put it in, you know, push the agenda just like everything else. Um, obviously, but it wasn't it. And then my final one, I know a lot of people gonna probably hit me in the comments for this one, but sometimes you just can't do sequels. I'm not saying that it was a bad, but it was disappointing to me because of the period of time that had passed. But Coming to America too, I was expecting, I guess, because of how long it's been since Coming to America. I mean, you can't duplicate that. I would have just left it alone. But
Yeah.
I watched it. I see where they was trying to go with it. You know what I'm saying? He having a long lost son and this, that, and the third. But it just wasn't it for me. Again, this entire topic or episode was a struggle to me because I watch movies, but I don't go like you. I've probably been twice since the pandemic, but and that was to see Top Gun Maverick and then Wakanda 2. Top Gun Maverick was great to me.
Man, that's the best movie I done seen this year.
And then, like I said, I saw Wakanda 2,
Yeah.
and I'm like you. To me, I don't know, because you can't really say if a movie come out in 2022, they probably made it in like 20, right? 20 or early 2021. It takes a while. They finish, you know, filming and stuff, and then they go through this process. So I don't know if I think they was trying to, like you said, it was the agenda being pushed. And I feel like Black Panther 1 or whatever was about us, you know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? And I feel like, I don't know if it had something to do with him passing, but it was like they was pushing a different agenda. We'll just go with that.
Yeah.
And it was cool. I guess it shined a light on you know, Black women or whatever the case may be. But at the same token, overall, it wasn't one. I'm just saying it wasn't, and maybe that's a credit to what's my man name that passed? What was his name?
Boseman, Chadwick Boseman.
Yeah, Chadwick. Maybe it was a testament on his work, but it wasn't. And maybe I was biased going into it, but
Yeah.
I wasn't it still did good at the box office, which kudos to them, but it just wasn't a fan. I wasn't a fan of it.
Yeah.
So that was my 5, bro. I don't know. Like I said, make sure you guys pop in the comments some disappointments, because a lot of time now, ever since the pandemic, a lot of people is watching movies and staying more close to the crib and you know what I'm saying. So it's probably some movies, like you said, you didn't catch that Batman. You might double back and watch it now. But I'm saying,
but the reason why though, I go to the movies, and what I'm starting to notice, the best movies are going to
straight to streaming.
Yeah, where you can watch it at home. I don't have all that stuff where I can watch it at home. I don't, because I'm not going. If I turn it on, I'm gonna go to sleep. I'm not gonna watch the movie. So that's the only reason why I go to the movies. But to talk about Coming to America 2, I tried to watch it. I went to sleep. I did not, and I went into it with an open mind, just like I did with Space Jam. Like they said, if you're gonna watch it,
we could have put that on there.
Oh yeah, they said go in with a whole different. Don't go in thinking about the first one. Go in with like this is a whole new set. I couldn't do it. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't do it.
That was a good one. We should have put that on. One of us should have had that one, because that was. I didn't like that at all.
The one that almost made the list. I just didn't. The only reason why I didn't put it on there because I didn't want to just beat down all black movies and stuff. But it's The Woman King. Bro,
Yeah, I know you didn't like it. You told me.
I did not like it. Thank God for brother Tariq Nasheed. Years ago, man, he talked about the Dahomey tribe and he made me research it. So I researched it. The movie gave an exact opposite of what that African tribe was. The Dahomey tribe was the #1 slave trader tribe coming out of Africa, but they made them look like they didn't want, they was against the transatlantic slave trade. But they pushed a whole nother agenda in that as well. So
well, in their defense, as my sister like to always say, in the movie, it was a new king and he was trying to change, but they kind of alluded that that's where the majority of their business came from. You see what I'm saying? And he was trying to change the narrative under his regime. So I took it as that was big business for them. And he was trying to change that. He didn't want to go the route of the last king.
Right. But then that's when the war started, when the fight started, because the slave traders end up capturing them.
Yeah.
Capturing them. You know that. So I guess that's one of those, like you said, he wanted change, but I guess it wasn't funny when the rabbit got the gun. You know what I'm saying? So now that's gonna start a war. But then, I mean, it was a lot of agendas pushed in that movie. A whole lot.
Because I'm saying, you got to think, even with Black Panther, I'm just saying though, you might have a black director, you might have black actors, but I'm just saying though, where's the money coming from? Is the money coming from us, or is it coming from somebody else? So if it's coming from somebody else, they're only going to let you push the needle, but so much. You know what I mean?
And then they didn't, and far as The Woman King, it was the whole movie was put together by a European descent female. So that was the movie through her eyes. So
yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, man, we had a good list. If you had to throw one in there besides
Space Jam, besides
Space Jams and what would you put?
Man, I would, you know what? I would probably say, I know you probably ain't watched this. I was disappointed. It was okay. I would probably say The Best Man Final Chapter.
Yeah, I ain't watched them yet. I want to, because
so I mean, it's like 8 episodes and I binge watched all 8. So each episode is like 40 something.
So you didn't like it? God. I'm gonna watch it at some point.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you watch it and then we might do an episode about it. But I'm saying that we can talk about it later. But I'm just saying I personally didn't particularly. It was different areas that I felt like they could have. It was even wasted space, like you said. Like why did you even put this in here? And then it was like I just would have thought they would have went a different route than what they did. So
all right, so
I got the ending of it. Yeah.
I'm gonna watch it, but I got one question for you. At the end of the last movie, what is the wedding gonna be? I mean, am I gonna be surprised about who getting married, or is it even gonna be anybody getting married? Because you know, Terrence Howard was saying that like he was getting married or something. You know what I'm saying?
So the beginning of the movie is around him getting married.
Okay, that's what all right.
So it starts out with the beginning of those first couple of episodes is him getting married.
Yeah, I remember that at the end of the movie. If I had to put one on there,
they picked up on that.
We love all the Chicago series, The Fire, The Med, and you watch PD. I never got into PD, but The Shot, I couldn't. I tried to get into that.
I never. Did you like it? Oh, you said you couldn't get into it. I never watched.
You got to get me, you know, off I mean, the first, if you don't get me on the first show, I'm not gonna give it another chance. Once I see the agenda being pushed, I'm not gonna watch it. So
Yeah,
that's how they did.
yeah. Hey, the crazy thing before we go though, funny thing is, man, early part of the week, I went back and watched the very first episode of The Wire, man.
You
Because
went back. Did you watch
yeah,
you've been looking at my man,
who?
the link I sent you where he be
No,
breaking.
no, I didn't, but that made me want to look at it.
Yeah.
I went back and I just wanted, because I'm saying though, it's been so long, and then it was so many episodes. Like I wanted to just go back and see how the begin how it started.
So
So
you found your collection?
yeah, I know where my collection was at, but nah,
Okay.
it's on HBO Max, so you can watch all of them there. So
Yeah,
I just went there and went to the first episode and watched it. It seemed like it took forever, but it was only like an hour episode, but it covered a lot of stuff. But I'm just saying though, I just wanted to kind of like see. I didn't remember the beginning. You know, we talk about different scenes, different things, but I'm like, how did it actually
Man,
start? You know what I'm saying?
as much as we used to, back then, you when you watch something, it's like Calipari, you one and done. We just talk about it all week. We used to have to watch it. Now you can I'll watch it later. But when I heard you talking about The Wire last week, it let you remember. I don't forgot so much of it. You remember a lot of it. You know what I'm saying? I don't remember a lot of the details by listening to you, but you showed me how much I forgot.
Yeah. And so
Yeah.
it was so much that you forget, period. Just from, especially I'm just saying, like with those powers with 50 Cent movies, I'm just saying, I mean series, like, dude, it's so long from one season to the next. It's almost like, and this they do it on purpose. They will pretty much, you can binge watch the prior seasons or season before the new season start on like Stars or whatever. You can just watch it all day, because I'm saying sometimes you need to do that to figure out, or at least the last episode before it ended.
Yeah, I'll watch that. Whatever season ready to come, I'll watch that season before. But I love talking. That stuff's so embedded in my brain, man. I can talk about power all day. We can do a whole show on power.
Yeah. See, like with that, I would probably, you know what, I might do that. I might go back to the very first, I know different things that happen, but like, how did it pop off? Like, what was the beginning episode? You know what I mean?
If you do that, you're going to get a better, because it's going to be things that you wasn't even paying attention to. You're going to be like, oh, okay.
Yeah. Because it's like that too. I know you're not into all the Game of Thrones and stuff, but they sent, like on those episodes, House of Dragon or Game of Thrones, when you watching it, you got to pay attention to every single little detail, because it comes back in another episode and you be like, oh, when did that happen? And it's the same thing with like power and stuff. You know what I'm saying? That stuff come back and you be like, you know what I'm saying? Because like, for example, before, I know we got to go, but when Tariq asked Ghost about basically old dude that I guess he looked at like an uncle. You remember Ghost had to kill my man in the beginning season? I ain't saying it was
Sean.
No, not Sean.
You talking about
the dude that
when Ghost broke in his house and shot him when he was and he had to drink.
Yeah.
Ghost shouldn't have killed him.
But it was because of 50, right? Wasn't that because 50 lied on him?
Yeah, 50 lied on him. 50 was in jail when he lied on him.
Yeah, they said 50 basically set him up because he was already doing chess moves from jail because he was about to come home.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And dude wasn't even like snitching or whatever.
He was solid. And it haunted Ghost. It haunted Ghost forever, man.
But I'm saying that if you look at one of those final episodes, I think Tariq asked him about dude. Like what really happened to such and such? You know what I'm saying? Something to that nature. If I'm calling it correctly. So
because I think 50 planted that seed in his brain because he had a lot of influence over him.
Yeah, when he was hanging out with him. Yeah. I think 50 told him that Ghost had killed him.
Yeah.
And he wanted Ghost to tell him because he didn't quite believe it, because I guess dude that came around a little bit. Because why would he even ask about him? if you don't know him, why would you even ask about him?
Yeah.
So, but yeah.
Phil,
But bro,
Kanan killed his own son, man.
yeah, that was gangster, man.
He killed his own son, bro.
But then he couldn't, but he had the opportunity to kill Tyreek and he didn't. So he had more love for Tyreek than his own son.
He loved Tariq. He loved him, man.
Because he saw
Okay.
something in Tyreek. He saw that street that
What
Sean
if-
didn't.
I always thought that it was gonna come out that he slept with Tasha and Tariq was his. I always thought that was gonna, but they didn't go that route. I thought that was the route.
But see, that was the cool thing about Power, though. It was several routes that they could have took. That you remember, like from week to week, they was like, oh, it was almost a conspiracy of which way they're gonna go, especially from season to season.
I never got it. I never could guess anything that the way that I thought things was gonna go. It never went that way.
Because I'm saying, even if you think about it, though, it was like Tasha was super scared of dude. Like it was like you said, like something might have happened back in the day. Like she ain't even want to never be around. She got funny acting when he was around, right?
She didn't like it. Every time he come around, she'll start, she just didn't want to be there. Like something, it was more.
Well, I guess they was trying to show that she was fearful of him because she the one that
was the whistleblower. She was the whistleblower that sent him behind the wall. Yeah.
And I guess in her mind, do we know? Do we know? And he the type of dude, if he knew for sure, he knew.
He knew.
I don't know.
Because I think his lawyer ended up, she gave him in court. You find everything out in court.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. But I know he knew. He knew it was her and Ghost.
Yep.
The ambitions of Ghost. So and that's kind of like, I'm telling you, they took a lot of stuff from The Wire too. Because when I was watching that first episode from The Wire, it was a kid on there, Ghost. It was a kid called Ghost.
You remember last week? I said that last week. I said, man, just by looking at this stuff, 50 was a fan of the Wire too.
Yeah, I'm telling you. So if you go back and watch the very first episode, when they was watching, they was going to do a drug bust, and the girl was in the car with the female detective, and she was like, yeah, that's Ghost. She was naming who the dudes was out there.
Wow. See, I don't remember that, but okay.
I mean, I wouldn't have remembered. I just watched it this week, but yeah. So it's a lot of stuff that they took from that, but bro, we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up. But what I do want to leave was, I was thinking, I was like, I was trying to come up with something, and I just came up with this. May your actions in life reflect your goals and not your fears. That's what I came up with for this week. May your actions in life reflect your goals and not your fears.
What a way to end the year, I don't get caught up in the Happy New Year's and all that, because when you woke up this morning, that was 365 days from this day last year. So every day is New Year's. So
yeah. So I just do it like military, we got fiscal year. So we have from October to September of the next year, right? That's fiscal year. So we've been in FY23 since October, right? Yeah. So I look at this as, this is just the end of man's calendar year. So it's the end of man's calendar year. You know what I'm saying? The 12 months that they set before us, but I don't get caught up. Well, I don't do it anyway, but that's what we got.
Hey, I'll see you in 2023. You know what I'm saying? Thank y'all for listening to another edition, Fresh Fire Friday with TY and Reggie. Peace be unto you. Have a great day.